All right, we are live. What is crack-a-lackin'? Hey guys, hope you're well. Just yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this one, and I'm like excited, but yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm ex- I'm excited. So if you guys are watching, just comment in the chat where you guys are tuning in from. I can see Paula, Steffi. Hey, Steph. Hello. Miss Miss Costa Rica. Uh, yeah, yeah, I'm excited because the time, and I'll again, this is kind of like this is a special edition, so we're going to be tapping into the global consciousness, okay, of September. It's like, well, what is September all about? Okay, and where are we at in terms of, say, awakening as society? Yeah, Ollie, what's up? Awesome. Me and Molly, perfect, super cool. And yeah, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can go ahead, subscribe. And because again, I release a video every week, and I go live uh, here every week now. And if for those of you who know, and sometimes this might say like pause, or I might freeze or whatnot. If that is the case, just log out, log back in. I'm still trying to figure out the tech, basically how to keep this clean. But for those that are new, if you're watching the replay or if you're here, frequencies, right? What the hell are frequencies? And you hear it all the time. You hear, quantum, like energy healing, vibration, frequencies, binaural beats and whatnot. This isn't really that. Okay, I'll just say it straight out. Like the frequencies that I'm helping you generate on this call, it's not a physical frequency, although it influences the physical. This is beyond quantum. This is a timeless frequency. Yeah, hence why my business, again, it's evolving quite rapidly. Actually, like it's going through reconfiguration, but it's timeless, right? It's a timeless frequency that I'm helping you tap into that has created and has been part of say the building blocks on this physical reality. Okay, so when I say frequency, it's a timeless frequency. Okay, so if you're listening in, just taking a beautiful breath in and just noticing your surroundings as we get into it. And again, for those that are maybe new, I've come into these abilities working with a teacher of mine and really committing to myself. That's really what my journey has been about. It's been really been about like what the fuck is this all about? And what makes humans great? What makes humans suffer? Why is there suffering? All of this sort of stuff. Yeah, I've always wanted to do things differently, and that's why I do things differently. So uh, so. So bringing it into the time that we're in, right? It's look, there's pretty much, and we'll just get stuck right into it. So if you want to just take it in, take that breath in, and just noticing your spine, because again, this is going to be this. Even though I'm talking, right, I'm going to be generating frequencies as well, and then on the back end of that, we'll dive into a frequency meditation. Okay, so but and that meditation, it's not like just a meditation, right? So again, if you're new here, this is where I tap into, say, every individual here, right, has a unique signature. Okay, frequency signature, and you contribute. Basically, I can see that code. Right? I can see the code behind your signature. Okay, so and then as uh, as we dive into the meditation, I basically generate frequencies dependent on your coding and say the group dynamic, right? The collective, say, coding that has come together as a group. The most dominant, say, forces, yeah, as this group. So I seem to be like lagging a little bit on my side, and I just want to make sure that it's all good on your side. So if you can comment in or just give me a thumbs up, just to make, yeah, just to make sure it's all good, and then we'll get into, yeah, the energy update, basically, the consciousness update, uh, and yeah. So if you're waiting, just taking that breath in, noticing where you are, and there's a bit of a lag, big lag, from what I'm seeing. So it could be the camera that I'm using because it's quite all good. Okay, sweet. Bit laggy on my end too. Okay, cool. Yeah. Um, yeah. Um, give me a sec. Um, Laggy on my side. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is risky. Risky if I uh, bit laggy. Yeah, laggy a bit even after closing the app. Yeah, okay. Guys, give me a second. I'm gonna. This is a bit risky, but I have a feeling this is gonna shut down the stream. But I want the quality to be solid, so um, yeah, it is a bit laggy, isn't it? Close. Is it bearable? I'm gonna have to figure it out, guys, after this. But is it bearable? Let me know if it's bearable. And I might have to start using some software. Yes, laggy here too, but you're clear. Okay, cool. All right, sweet. All right, screw it. We're just gonna get into it, guys. Oh, geez, why is that window open? All right, we're just gonna get into it, and whatever happens, happens. So yeah, whatever happens, happens, guys. But the biggest thing is the frequencies. So if you're here and I kind of cut out or whatnot, just do your best to stay in that meditative state. Okay, and we'll move into the meditation. But just even if I cut out, or just do your best to stay in. Okay, because we're all connected here beyond the physical connection. Okay, so you're all here. We're all say like creating that group. So just taking a breath in and getting into what the hell's going on. Basically, we're in a divide. It's like a conjunction. Yeah, the sound is clear. That's great. If the sound is clear, that's great. That's probably the most important thing. Not my prettiest, right? So we're in a conjunction. It's like time. It's literally like the old, right? Globally, and I'm also reflecting myself because I'm kind of like on that. I'm like on the forefront, and some of you here are as well. Like but I'm on like the forefront of say consciousness. Yeah. So I'm kind of like riding that wave, or like when something happens globally at a consciousness level, it's like I'm going to experience it first. Like I'll be one of the first people to kind of like experience those shifts. Yeah, and then it'll kind of like flow through. So, because that's exactly what's happening in my life is there's a huge say conjunction. Like, oh hey, like here is the new, and here is the old, and you can't go back. It's literally like from a consciousness level and like a physics standpoint, it's that old. If you go back, you're basically gonna like perish. It's like if you choose those old things, you're gonna perish. It's gonna be really fucking tough. It's gonna beat you up. It's gonna throw you around, and it's just gonna trash you, right? That's a old state of being. Really brutal, yeah. And consciousness and purity, it's brutal. It doesn't give a shit if you are, if you're 80, if you're 20, if you're 5, if you're black, white, Asian, it doesn't matter. It's like if you're spiritual, if you're atheist, it doesn't matter. Consciousness is moving, and you're either going to ride it or you're not. That's simple. Right? You're either going to be your best or you're not. Yeah. So when those kind of opportunities show up for you, really take them. And the big thing is, and again, what I'll help you do in this session is help you say decline, and that's what we do. That's what I dive into in the program as well. So if you're fresh here, if you're new, I highly recommend doing the program. Right? It's it's there for a reason. Yeah, and it's literally the same methodology that has helped me get to where I am. It's like the same, if not better now. Yeah. It's that same methodology that has helped me to awaken, one, to my abilities, but really to who the fuck I am. And it's allowed me to continuously evolve over the course of, 6 years. Yeah. So it really is potent. So I would definitely look into that if I was you. And I'll be coming out with a more advanced, say, program as well. So just taking a breath in, and we'll just get into the meditation to basically support you guys. So just noticing where you are. Scanning your environment. Noticing the room that you're in. Noticing the objects around you. You may hear sounds on my side, background noise. So noticing those sounds, noticing the sounds on your side. As you sink into the now, it's where true support, true, really everything that you need is in the now. And you hear it from Eckhart Tolle, and you see it in quotes. Uh, this is where we actually walk the talk. It's not just a quote. Helping you actually do it, access those tools that are in you already available for you. So taking that breath in, noticing your environment, allowing yourself to be here now, nowhere else, nothing to do. Nice. Pretty much all of you are really ready to say, let go of, say, old forms of control, old forms of goal setting, literally like just old, just old, right? Pretty much all of you. So if you'd like to access, say, that new consciousness, taste it. Notice what you can smell, taste, touch. As you notice your spine, so remember, there are consequences to your choices. And by choosing the new, you are closing off the old. You have to. There's no other way around it. So if you want to close off the old, then just say yes. Say yes as you notice your spine, each vertebrae of your spine. Noticing your pelvis, your bone structure. Excuse me. Taking that breath in. Noticing your pelvis, femur, so your thigh bone. Kneecap. And then your entire bone structure, your sternum. Again, noticing your sternum, noticing your breath. Noticing your breath as we go deeper. There we go. Noticing what you're noticing. As I help you open up those possibilities that have always been there for you. I'm not adding anything. I'm literally just helping you see with clear eyes Taking that breath in, noticing your bones from your feet all the way through your body to your head and back down. For a lot of you, you're seeing what's weighing you down, or you're feeling that perhaps. Just note it. If you want, you could let it go. If you want, it's up to you. Just notice yourself. Notice the visual. Notice your internals. As I ramp things up a little more. For those that want it, taking that breath in. For those that want it, holding that breath, and then exhaling throughout the mouth. This isn't a mind trick. It's not hypnosis. It's not NLP. It's none of those things. This is timeless sciences. It's timeless. all you need to do is notice your spine, your bone structure, as we continue. Noticing your skin, noticing what's on your skin. That's literally what's happening. So, for the more advanced individuals, you may understand this. For everyone else, if it doesn't make sense, it's all good. But basically, there's layers of, say, consciousness, right? And say a higher, say, or more benevolent, or say more pure, say, frequency of consciousness is, say, pushing into or like taking dominance over, say, ground zero consciousness. Okay, so it's like consciousness zero, and then there's consciousness one. Yeah, like layers. And then be like more layers above, say, one. But really, there's only like zero and one. So, but then what happens as time goes on, at least now, in the past, there's been quite a few opportunities to say, like, say, step into this grander consciousness, but we just fucked up basically, and had to reset. Hence why you hear we reset, like, and again, I haven't read like books or anything like that, but like, and whenever I've tapped into it, to me, it feels like 8 times. Like the human race has like reset like 8 times, 8, 9 times. When it feels like this is like our ninth, uh, yeah, like our ninth attempt at, say, evolving, right? So hence why you have like stories of Atlantis, Machu Picchu, say like societies just like disappearing overnight. So they had that, say, opportunity to, say, shed zero consciousness and then embrace one consciousness one, but it just didn't really work. So now that one consciousness, it's like etching its way into consciousness zero. Okay, so consciousness one will then become consciousness zero, like the ground floor, like the base, the foundation. So anything that, say, starts, anything that has like holds on to consciousness zero, again, it will just perish. So, and this is where, say, a whole new range of, like, basically, it's a whole new, uh, it's a whole new way of being. It's a whole new human. Yeah, where self-healing, abilities, future, foresight, telepathy, if you want to call it that. Um, Even like industries. So like new industries, creative outlets, technology that actually supports humanity and it doesn't like fuck humanity up or the planet up. So like like all these grand like new inventions, all of those things literally start from that consciousness. Okay, so we're entering into that. Okay, or at least we're giving it a good hard crack. So taking that breath in, and that's what I'm here to do, guys. I don't really give. I mean, I care about money, I care about my health, I care about relationships, but the biggest thing that I care about is consciousness. One, for me personally, but then two, it's like as a society, it's like, well, where the fuck are we? You know, are we going to embrace that new consciousness or aren't we? It's as simple as that. And for me, and what I do here, and supporting you guys, it's all about that consciousness, elevating consciousness, helping individuals awaken so that we can truly bring in and stabilize and ground that grander consciousness for all of us, for all of humanity. Yeah. And it's not in the traditional sense of like spirituality, because if traditional spirituality worked, well, then we wouldn't be in this situation that we're in. We wouldn't be clawing ourselves out of it. So just taking a breath in, or even religion or science. You're noticing your spine, noticing your bone structure, your muscles, all your organs. Noticing your sternum, your heart space. Noticing your breath. Noticing what you can hear. Noticing what you can smell, taste, and noticing what you can touch. Clothes on your skin, temperature of the room. As I just leave you guys here in this space, I highly recommend just staying here, um, drinking plenty of water afterwards, resting if you can, like napping, or, going to bed, and just spending time with yourself for like the next 10, 15 minutes, not necessarily jumping into social media or, the world. If you have to, obviously, go to work, or if it's, or if you're in, different time zone. And remembering when you do decide, when you choose to open up your eyes, spatial reference, so that's where we look at, say, a point on the wall or an object, and then notice that object to a body part. And I might as well make another note as well. Um, so, and I'll be writing it in my newsletter as well. But at the end of this month, so coming into October, my prices, right, my fees, they're gonna ramp up. Okay, I've evolved a lot. My abilities have evolved a lot, and it just, and yeah, and one, I just deserve it. With what I'm doing. So, um, at the end of this month, uh, um, my prices are going to be changing. Okay, for programs and private one-on-ones, and I'm even going through like a restructure in terms of the business. I know I mentioned that at the start of the call, but it's evolving. So nothing's like super concrete at the moment, but looking at, say, a long-term, say, mentorship for individuals. But again, it's could be. We'll see how it evolves. Which is exciting. Yeah, and it's really, again, it's about consciousness, right? The program's really for individuals that are looking to that are really committed to themselves and want the best for themselves. Okay, because when you embrace the best for you, you allow others to embrace the best for them, and that's actually how you transform the world, right? Your environment is, and I've seen it in my own environment. As I've changed, people around me have changed, and that's what you want to do, right? You be the best you, and it forces other individuals, or not, to be the best them. Okay, so uh, like Jesus or Buddha, those greats in the world, they were just brilliant. You know, Buddha, like, just, his stillness. He didn't even, it was his stillness and his presence that, say, awakened uh, people, right? So, he didn't. He didn't run for, and I'm not, he shifted his consciousness, accessed that, and became a beacon. So, and we all have that potentiality. Okay, so I'll leave you guys here. Don't forget to like the channel, and I will see you. The program starts next Wednesday, and I'll see you on the next stream, or I'll see you on the program. Does anyone actually have any questions? I might ask it. I might open it up for some questions about just about anything. Could be anything. Could be personal if you want it to be, but just know that you are in a public forum. So if it's personal, people are going to be able to see it. Okay, so if you don't want that, then that's good. Demi, yeah, I felt Demi. I was like, yeah, I reckon Demi's here too. So that's pretty funny. That's cool. Yeah, it's crazy how fast things have just shifted, Steph. It's crazy. So, closing up shop. All right. So, yeah. Future's coming. That's it. Big Gaz, 100%. It's here. Future's now. Yep. The future is now. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I travel through the stars when I close my eyes, and it awakens me to everything. Beautiful. Cosmic beings, hey? More than cosmic beings. Hey, birds. Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, no worries, sweetheart. All good. Yeah. So, no worries, Lauren. Yeah, so and I'll just say it, if my left side is different from right shoulder, I try to align or figure it. Sorry. If my left side is different from right shoulder, I try to align or figure out what parts to let go of. What parts? Yeah, so I think I'm picking up what you're putting down, Paula. So correct me if I'm right. But you basically just want to observe what you observe and just take note. So you don't necessarily need to go let's come on, let go. No, it doesn't work that way. It's more your essence, or say your time, your brilliance that say does the letting go for you, and you allow that the opportunity to arise through observation. Because your mind is your mind is, your mental thinking is it's so fucking small compared to um, the grandness that we are, you know. So by observations, by observing, uh, and being in and helping and guiding you into these deeper states, you simply observe, and then you say your intelligence goes, oh, because our default setting, like, we want to expand, right? We want to expand. So like, you look at yourself and you go, oh, well, why don't I expand? Okay. Um, uh, um, yeah. So uh, that's how it kind of works. Does that make sense? And like, if you don't, if you notice that you're holding on, it's like you would just notice that you're holding on. Yeah. So yeah, there's two really beautiful. One's really beautiful. One's super beautiful. The other one's like kind of beautiful. Two beautiful humans in Costa Rica at the moment, and something that uh, here in Sydney, you don't see the stars, you know. And Gaz, big Gaz, reading your little comment, I'm like, damn, I really want to look at the stars, you know. I really want to just go outside and like look at the stars and just like. And I remember this was in 2012, so I'm curious, guy, Steph, and I'm curious if uh, I'm curious if you can see the stars in Costa Rica, because it reminds me of a time in Nepal. So this is in 2012. I hiked the Annapurna circuit, so APC, yeah, with a couple of buddies. And I remember there was this one evening where I'm so glad you said yes, Steffi. Super glad, very glad. And yeah, so in Nepal, we just like sat out on like this mattress. It was freezing, but we're all like huddled up, and the sky was just blanket. It was just like just stars galore. It was beautiful. It was amazing. It was just sensational. So yeah, I'd really love to do that. Big Gaz, I'm going to explain the matrix. I don't see them as clear anymore. After the knowledge I received, my mind has been overthinking everything. Yeah, because it's a lot, dude. And if you want, I can kind of like scan you a little bit. So like, because you've got really great knowledge, Gaz. Like really, and you're actually doing really well. You're doing a really nice job, actually. Really, really nice job. So you're basically, Gaz, like what you're going through is, and I might help you just a little bit. Well, yeah, you reprogram your brain completely. It's like you've accessed this grander knowledge, right? And now it's like, okay, cool. Well, now let's bring it into my body. Yeah, because that's the key, right? It's like, yeah. So that's kind of what you're doing. So that's, yeah. So if your body doesn't really like, kind of like, it feels like yours, but or maybe that was in the past. It didn't feel like yours, but now it's starting to feel like yours. That's kind of why, because it's like you're filtering through, say, those codes um, through your body. So yeah, really nice job. Really nice. Um, Yeah, no worries, man. All good. Yeah, huge. So, yeah. So, um, yeah, yeah. There's still seems there's a few things to like let go of, but it's like you're, um, yeah. Anyway, maybe that's for another time or a deeper session. So, all right, guys. I could just sit here for like probably for another hour. Um, so, uh, anyone else have any questions at all? Like, how nice is just this space, right? So it's pretty nice. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, 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 yeah. For those that want to hang out longer, you can. And again, there is, say, an opportunity for everyone, myself included, to really like slice off even more of the old. Just know though, like, uh, it's not your decision on what to hold on to. Yeah. It's like mentally, it's not your, say, decision to, what's old and what's new. Okay. It's like your spirit, basically. It's like, well, this is old and this is the new. Okay. It's not a mental thing. So, yeah. And it's just more efficient that way. It's like there's less thinking involved. It's just, oh, cool. So just know, like, for some of you, it just might be intense, like really intense. So if you, yeah, so you don't have to continue on there. Yeah. So I'm almost hesitant to keep going uh, with you all because it just, yeah. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah. All right. Yeah. It's a really nice group. A lot of you are like really, even though some of you are like quite new, um, 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 uh, and um, some of you are quite new, but you're really quick learners from what I'm seeing. So even though it's like intense, it's like you're learning very quickly at a very deep level. So really good job. Hey there, jumping in late from Singapore. I somehow, yes. Yep. Yep. Alrighty, guys, I'm going to disconnect. For those of you that want to keep meditating, go for it. That's what I'll be doing. and I'll see you on the next stream. All right, much love. Nice to meet you guys.